Hard work, preparation, discipline. When I walk into the cage, that's my house, that's my home. When I win or lose, my opponents know it's going to be a tough fight. Other people can help you, your coaches, your cornermen, but ultimately, you are on your own that cage.
In modern MMA, if you're not learning every day, you're pretty much outdated and you're done. My life, it's a reflection of what I did in the sport. And I think it helped me to develop not as an athlete, but also as a person. I grew up in Belarus. Back then it was still part of the Soviet Union. My family, they still live on the farm. They still live in town, having cows and stuff like that. It was so boring that I was reading a book just to entertain myself. Very interested in history and geography of the world, and I always was dreaming of traveling, and doing the sports for me was kind of a way to do that. Beginning of 90s, when Soviet Union fell apart, it was pretty harsh time. Political situation was not very stable. At that time, to be there, it was just like the worst thing ever, because there was no food in the stores, there was no police in the streets. There was two choices pretty much. If you want to be successful and have bread on your table, you either go to military or police, or you go to do some criminal activities and become a gangster.
I was drafted to the military when I was 18 years old, and they were concerned about the sport so much that my job was to wrestle and compete.
I got lucky, I got on a team. So many people can go on a trip. From whole Belarus, there's only like 10 or 12 people as athletes goes. So you have to be number one in the weight category. For me to go to a trip in America, it was a dream come true. When I decided to stay in the United States, I was 24. My wrestling career, I was one of the best at that time, but I was not able to capitalize on that because our coaches were pretty much stealing from us, from the team, and I decided enough is enough. Me and my friend, we ended up in New York with $100 in our pocket. Took a bus all the way across the country. It took us 3 days with no English, with no money, without knowing where we're going. At that time when I made the decision, I was very excited, at the same time very nervous. I didn't speak a word of English. And it was pretty tough for me to learn. For a few years I was thinking I'm never gonna learn. Having a son in a young age, it can be pretty tough, but I think in a way it can save you from a lot of trouble, because responsibility, pushes you to work harder and be a role model. I ended up being a little town called Susanville. That's where they canned Shamrock from. He was a big star, and everybody's want to watch this MMA event. And I'm like, really? I don't think it's true. I think it's maybe fake wrestling. I didn't believe in that it exists. And then I see it on TV, I'm like, yeah, that's what I should be doing. It's like I said, it just clicked on me. I would never was thinking of myself as a professional MMA fighter, but when I wrestled some matches, and sometimes especially when I was losing and wishing that I just could hit the guy, the rules will be different, you know? If I couldn't take him down, I could just punch him in the face, and guess what? Dream come true. One of the biggest things I was concerned about when I came to the United States was to become successful in any way. Especially because I have a son, I have to be a role model, support him. And I think that was the biggest challenges, but also was the biggest help in a way to me to get who I am now. One of my coaches, Anthony Hardon, teaches us how to float in the mat and be more relaxed and flexible in a way. That's how you're supposed to be in your life too. You have to be open-minded and kind of go with life. The more things you know, the more ideas you have in your head, the better you are. That's one of the lessons I learned. I made it in the United States, I become successful, and also I'm 40 years old and I'm still fighting. I'm pretty sure there will be a day when I will say, you know what, time is a time, but hopefully it's not the day yet. I know one of the days I have to stop or slow down at least. But I think I always will be involved in MMA either way, as a coach or as a fighter. To go that far, that long, I'm very proud of it.